Huge loss for Democrats right now in the pre-midterm election redistricting wars going on. So the Virginia Supreme Court just struck down the new congressional map in the Commonwealth of Virginia, which had taken a 6-5 Democrat to Republican majority in terms of the House seats in Virginia. And the Democratic governor and others changed it, put it before the voters to make it a 10-1 Democratic majority. The Virginia Supreme Court just ruled, nope, you got to go back to the original 6-5. The way you did this violated the procedures as outlined in the Virginia Constitution. It's basically, I don't want to get too technical here, but it has to do with there needs to be an election of the House of Delegates in between before you do such a thing. So what does this mean? Bigger term, bigger picture? It means that right now, Republicans have an advantage in the redistricting wars part of the midterms. You might remember President Trump seeing the midterm elections coming. Usually midterm elections go poorly for the party in power. He leaned on Texas to redistrict mid-decade, which is what's unusual about all this happening in the middle of the decade instead of at the end of the decade. And Texas redistricted to give basically, they hope, the Republicans hope, a 5-seat advantage, 4 to 5 seat advantage for Republicans representing the House there. Then California, Gavin Newsom, the Democrats, they did something similar. And then it just set off this whole arms race of different states trying to redistrict mid-decade. Right now, we think it's still shaken out because of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that struck down part of the Voting Rights Act. It's still shaking out. We do think it will be anywhere from a +1 to +11 Republican advantage just in terms of the redistricting. That doesn't mean Democrats aren't going to recapture the House. But Republicans right now have the advantage on this part of it. The midterms still traditionally go to the party out of power. That said, Virginia Democrats were just handed a big defeat by the Virginia Supreme Court.